Hi everyone, welcome to Group B of the RO8. I'm your caster Big Fan. Today we will be having another TVP. Our Protoss is going to be JangBi. I was looking at some of his overall stats this previous year. About 60% overall, 13-14 games. It's not too bad, and he is known for his PvT. So we'll see what he's able to do. On the other hand, his opponent UpMagiC, likewise, he's above 60% as well, about similar sample size, slightly higher, so he's just as formidable in this matchup. Keep in mind, this guy is the one who won 2-3 versus Bisu just in the recent OSL, just a couple of months ago. So I would say he's probably at his peak at this point in time, so JangBi will have a hard battle up ahead. The first game is going to get started, and the map itself will be Zodiac, so we'll have to see who will grab the first win. Fighting So our White Terran at the 12 o'clock is going to be UpMagiC. And our Orange Protoss at the 3 o'clock is going to be JangBi. So I'm personally excited for the series. UpMagiC is he can play the macro game, but he can also play some unorthodox builds, including some bio ones that I've seen in the past. So I'm anxious to see what he pulls out. On the other hand, we have seen a couple games on this map, PvT, the most notable being the JangBi versus Zala series in the RO32. So I'm interested to see if we'll see something similar. For a refresher, that was the Arbiter Carrier game. On the other hand, we will have to see if UpMagiC will decide to do like some of the other things we've seen where, you know, the Terran will lift, make a third CC and lift it to the Iron Base, or if he's gonna, get a fast expansion ASAP, or what kind of strategy he will go for. So I can see the first gate is going up from JangBi. We'll have to see if he's going to add the gas in the core, or if he'll just try something like a gateway expand, which we have seen in this MSL. We see the rest come down as well from UpMagiC. If the gas comes down, more than likely going to be a factory expand. So we'll have to wait for that as well. Position-wise, scouting-wise, there's a chance that UpMagiC will be scouting JangBi on the first pathway, basically. On the other hand, if JangBi decides to scout clockwise, he won't be scouting UpMagiC until the last spot, so that could play into UpMagic's favor. No, it looks like actually UpMagiC is going to be scouting the other direction, so he's scouting towards the 9 o'clock. On the other hand, JangBi is actually scouting towards the top middle, so it looks like JangBi actually will be scanning him first. We don't see the gas just yet either from UpMagiC, which is very interesting to see. PvT on this map, it's exactly 50% 11-11. Now JangBi will get the information he needs. He's going to see that there is no gas yet, but I believe the Marine should be popping out soon. Yeah, the Marine is out soon. The Pro is going to actually get in. This could give him a lot of intel, basically, because once he sees there is no gas, that just give him an idea that there may be a CC coming in. Oh, and we see a CC come straight down. So racks expand. I do expect the gas to be coming up ASAP, though, for UpMagiC, because, again, he doesn't know what JangBi is up to. Hasn't even scouted him yet. And keep in mind, he is going, yeah, you see the gas there? He is going towards the 6 o'clock now. On the other hand, we haven't seen what JangBi has done, but I believe JangBi has grabbed his gas. So I'll be interested to see, because now that he knows what UpMagiC is going for, I'll be interested to see if he's going to just go expand ASAP, or if he's doing something like a robo, like a one-base robo. Of course, seeing the distances as well, I think either way is possible, but I do prefer an expand if he feels like he's not in a good situation. Oh, looks like, okay, so we do see what looks like the robo is going down. But this SCV is actually going to be scouting this, so this Dragoon moved out just right before the FT moved in, so SCV is going to get the intel, so UpMagiC is going to know exactly what JangBi is going for. And JangBi is getting the bunker, or UpMagiC is getting the bunker up. This is going to be denied the bunker. But there is honestly enough Marines back here to push the Goon back. But I think it's definitely great to target to delay the bunker, but UpMagiC is aware of what's going on now. He knows that Reaver is coming in. We'll have to see what kind of defense he's going to opt for. Yeah, UpMagiC is doing a fantastic job with the scouting so far. He's been able to get as much as intel as he likes. In the meantime, JangBi did have the first scout and did get a bit of intel early on, so he knew about what's going on. But you can see, oh, this might be actually Bio in that case, because we see the Academy is upgrading something. We see the eBay too, so I wonder if we're gonna see a couple of racks added in and then just like a big Bio push. But UpMagiC does know about the Robo. Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't know about the Reavers must be coming in. So this is gonna come down to how the control basically. So yeah, 3 racks, Academy, stim timing basically. So this is what I was talking about. UpMagiC is quite the crafty player. My own thoughts is that after he might just, if he manages, depending on how things go, and another SCV will be need to repair the bunker. Yeah. Depending on how things go, I can see UpMagiC just adding in, a factory. And it's going for tanks, basically like a biomech afterwards. And he did something similar, if I'm not mistaken, to Bisu on Katarina in the last OSL. And if I'm not mistaken, again, it actually worked basically. But you can see he's already adding a 4th racks. I might add even a 5th one. Or might just stay on the 4. Now, chances are JangBi does not really know about this. He doesn't see the first tank though. So that the first tank, at least, it should be out at this point. Now, the Reaver is out. Keep in mind the spawn. This means the Reaver is going to be in UpMagic's base very shortly. UpMagiC doesn't have any... Oh, okay, he got the turret ring up. Okay, perfect. That's really nice coverage. He needs to get the turrets up ASAP because he doesn't want the shuttle to land. Otherwise, it will be extremely hard to engage. And he does want to keep this a secret. So that one turret is going to go down. This is going to create a hole for the Reaver to come in. He will see the stim marines. So this does give a genuine idea of what UpMagiC is going for. So at this point in time, what he needs to do is just keep making more Reavers, have really good Reaver control. Because you can kind of see the targeting the shuttle would make sure the Reavers are immobile, so to speak, because they don't really move. But he's also getting stormed behind this as well. So this would be extremely difficult for UpMagiC if he lets us go on further. So if JangBi does muster up an army, especially with Reason High Templars, it'd be almost impossible to win, honestly. Reaver High Templars is extremely difficult to deal with Bio, just because, especially with how low HP these units are. Like a single Reaver hit, single Storm will kill other Bio units. UpMagiC now is on a timer, so which is part of the reason he's pushing now. +1 is finished as well, and his 4 racks is pumping non-stop. On the other hand, JangBi is no doubt researching Storm. Oh, and that is a nice Reaver hit as well. And he needs to snipe the shuttle, but this is going to be fruitless basically. He gets the shuttle, but the Reaver's still alive. The goons are still alive as well. So nicely defended by JangBi. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe a third nexus is being, or a third base is being taken by JangBi. Really nicely done, because keep in mind, UpMagiC is so focused on what's going on on the front. We do see the 2 factors being added in, so it's going to end up being like a bio mech push basically. Now the Reaver is exposed, but honestly, you can see there is even there is DTs as well into the mix. There are comsats, so he'll be able to actually kill these, but it's more than likely JangBi will just try and walk some of these into the main, the XP, and this way he'll basically make sure he uses up the scans. Oh, but one DT is going to the bottom left base, interesting, and one looks like it's at the front just for scouting, like any move outs. Definitely not a bad idea. All in all, UpMagiC is in huge trouble basically. It's going to take a miracle for him to win this game. Now, on the bright side, he's adding some tanks. Those will actually basically help his army greatly, especially with the targeting, because he'll need to target the Reavers, because then the goons, you can, enough medics depending on the targeting on the goons as well, they can actually out-heal. But you can see basically the +1 does have a bit of an effect. You can see the DD has to 2-hit the Marines to kill them basically. So that's why the +1 armor is working in UpMagic's favor. And the first Hard Templar is out. This is going to make things worse for him. And we even see a shielded battery because it looks like JangBi is aware that there is a chance for a big push. And he does see there is a lot of M&M as well. I do wonder if UpMagic is aware of this DT clone and his units basically. If he does... Okay, yeah. So unfortunately, didn't end up catching him. The DT lives. So I think it's a good idea if he drops some units into the back, and actually it's gonna be scouted by the observer. So JangBi is aware of this. He more than likely will move some units to intercept this dropship. Looks like he is on it. One thing a lot of teams will do is basically scan in front of their base just to kill the observer. This drop is unfortunately dead. We'll see what UpMagic's reaction is like. Oh, that was really nicely done from him as well. So the drop is still alive. You don't want to be losing this many units, but you can see UpMagic does have a sizable army now. More than likely, Storm is finished at this point. So UpMagic still has a chance if he can actually bust that base of JangBi's, and you can see he's going to be landing just before the... Oh, but we see there is a shuttle here. More than likely, a Reaver is here as well. No, there's some DTs and a Reaver. Okay, yeah, this is going to be easy defended then. It was a nice try, but locking down this base was important for JangBi. But he does need the Reaver at the front, so this is going to leave an opening actually. So UpMagic does have a chance to do some damage. You can see he's even stimming because he realizes it. Plus his +1 attack has finished, so this does give him an opening. But there is 4 High Templars. Oh, and you can... Oh, that was a huge storm. So you can see what I mean. High Templars make this extremely hard to play bio. Now he does need amp. I don't know if he accesses any amp or if he researched it, but an amp on the High Templars earlier also would have done fantastic damage. That would have been 4 completely energy less, or with less energy. 2 more are coming in. He needs a really nice spread here. There is a beautiful storm on the tanks. The first tank is going to go down. The other 2 tanks are down as well, and the medics are going down too. So UpMagic is still not playing it badly, but play against the Reavers, DTs, and High Templars is extremely difficult. I'm interested to see what kind of a transition he would like to do. We do see the CC in his base. No doubt he is going to be taking a third at some point. I feel like at this point, honestly, he should just transition to more, add a couple more factories while keeping some buy unit and then do a full transition. But I believe he's going to be committed at this point. He's already gotten the +1/1 on his buy units. But the problem is that, again, this is going to mean that JangBi is going to be making it difficult. Now a dropper does actually get into JangBi's base, and this could do... Oh, and there is a cannon here, but there is a couple of Marines and there is a medic here, so this cannon will be able... Oh, okay, so the Reaver is going to be saving the day here. But the dropper is at least shaved. Keep in mind, we saw what, 3 storms or potentially 4 storms, so the High Templars will have to regain some energy. So it's more than likely what UpMagic is going to do. He's going to keep a contain, get a nice spread, try probably for an amp if he already researched it, and then he might just move in when he feels like, or he feels he's good enough. But the one problem is that JangBi's army again is building up more and more. He's going to have more High Templars, he's going to have more Reavers, he has DTs. But at least there is a bit of a mini contain, so to speak, from... Well, there is a bit of a contain from UpMagic, so that does give him a chance to, you know, establish the third, which we saw he already lifted and put at his third location. On the other hand, the shuttle does mean that JangBi can drop a couple of DTs and walk in. Now it looks like JangBi is actually going for the frontal bus. I think this is definitely a good idea. He should definitely the UpMagic should spread his Marines, because there is a couple High Templars. There is a nice beautiful spread. But that was a huge storm basically. Now there is 2 more tanks left. There's only goons here, so this actually I would still favor UpMagic only because he did delete the High Templars. But we'll have to see how many High Templars there are left at the expansion. And keep in mind there was what, 7 gates? Plus the Reaver is going to be catching these tanks off guard. No, it looks like the Reaver is going to be lifted up. but it is going straight into the third expansion, and you can see something is researching, more than likely Amp there, and the Reaver is going to go down. No, the shuttle goes down, but the Reaver is still alive. I do expect the Reaver to be killed, but it's more than likely we'll get a couple of SCV kills. Oh no, it looks like it's targeting the tank, which is again not a bad idea either. Beautifully done by the SCV there to block the Scarab as well. So this was nicely played by UpMagiC. Now he is sniping the high tempo, that is great too. There is a quite sizable enemy coming in. He doesn't have much choice, so he does have to move back, and he's going to be losing 2 tanks. He's going to be losing another 2 tanks as well here. So JangBi does see an opportunity. He's going to be pushing all the way into the third of UpMagiC, looks like. He will be able to break this, or he should be able to break it, especially with a really nicely well-placed storm. And that is a beautiful, beautiful storm as well, especially on top of the SCVs. Another beautiful storm, as a lot of SCVs are killed. This base is going to be going down. And Amp is done, but it doesn't look like he's going to be using it. That is another beautiful storm as well. A lot of the SCVs have been softened up. So this base is going to have to be lifted. And with this, JangBi has regained control. Or JangBi has at least got control of the flow of the game. Yeah, and with this, a lot of the tanks are going to be going down as well. There is a good chance that this is going to be the GG basically, because the third has been lost for UpMagiC. He's lost a lot of his tanks and Marines. On the other hand, JangBi does have his third and is starting his fourth. So staying in this, I mean, he could definitely survive, but I mean, if you're playing a long series, you might as well save up your energy for the next one. Now we do see what looks like a CC might have been lifted towards the island base. So it looks like UpMagiC does intend to survive, but that is one beautiful storm. There's another storm on the tanks as well. Those have been softened up too. And it doesn't look like UpMagiC has much basically to hold. So this is going to be the GG. Interesting game one from UpMagiC. I did like the strategy personally. But once it got scouted, especially with JangBi going for the Robo even before the expansion as well, that did mean that JangBi did have all the intel he needs, and his strategy essentially was the counter, so to speak, to what UpMagiC was doing. UpMagiC is doing a nice job holding on here, but so many SCVs have been lost, and the extent has been lifted. So this is just it could also be a way for him to just kind of get his nerves under control as well, any tension that he's feeling. We have seen players in the past, most notably I believe it was ASL 4. Yeah, ASL 4, first game where after he lost to Flash's proxy lax, he did stay longer into the game just to basically regain composure. So there's a chance that this is what UpMagiC is doing here basically. Yeah, and the GG gets called, so game 1 goes to JangBi. Let's get the second match started. The map is going to be Katarina fighting so our purple Protoss, 3 o'clock, it's gonna be JangBi. And our green Terran at the 6 o'clock, it's gonna be UpMagiC. So I believe this was the map where UpMagiC also did his bio into biomech play against Bisu in the 3rd place in the last OSL and won that game. Personally, I don't expect that we will see that once again, because in a BO series, typically you want to do a strategy. Maybe he can do it again later on if he goes into, say, 2-2, like in the finals or the 4th place, depending on what he's feeling. But I wouldn't do it the same. Personally, I don't think doing it back-to-back, especially with something like bio and with PvT, would work. Now, would you see the probe is actually going down from JangBi, so he's actually going to be scouting, and he will be scouting UpMagiC first. So that is great news for him. On the other hand, we'll have to see if UpMagiC will do something like what he did last game with the Rax expand, if he'll get a factory expand. Definitely no chance of proxies at this point, just considering the fact that looks like he might be thinking of just walling his front. Now, considering the positions here, I actually prefer JangBi's position. His expansion will be further to the back. On the other hand, UpMagic's expansion will be towards JangBi's main. Keep in mind, this map quite PVT favored. We're seeing 21-7 PVT. So Protoss definitely have an advantage. We did see that really nice Kanata versus Sangho game though, where Kanata did do a great job against the carriers from Sangho, so that doesn't mean that this is a definite loss for UpMagiC. I think he definitely pulled it off, and he's done it on this map in the past. But JangBi, again, doing a great job with his probe, denying the SCV from building the rack, so that all adds time as well. We do see the gas has gone down. Oh, and this is an interesting position for the depot as well. But this probe is doing a lot. You can see he's almost going to kill an SCV as well. Losing SCV at this point in the game was extremely bad. Just now, on the other hand, we don't see an SCV going out to scout JangBi, which is very interesting. And beautifully done by UpMagiC, though, surrounding the probe and getting the kill right before the SCV died. And it looks like it's going to be a racks or a gate expand from JangBi. So I think this is great from him. He already knows what UpMagiC is up to. He knows that the fact hasn't even come down yet. He can definitely block if he wants to. And obviously, if you get the core, you can obviously get the goon as well. So basically, definitely a good idea at playing the map. UpMagiC won't be scouting JangBi, unfortunately, till the last spot. So this is definitely sad for him, but so definitely has to be careful there. You don't want to lose the first Marine, especially the fact that he's not making any more. And that will force another 50 minerals to be used up. On the other hand, I do expect that we might just see a factory expand at this point. Yeah, we see just a single SCV. So I am expecting a CC to be built in the back behind this factory. I do wonder if we'll see a Vulture come out, or we'll see a machine shop added ASAP. I think both are reasonable options. One thing to consider, the SCV is making its way into JangBi's base right now. So UpMagiC will be able to see the gas timing. We'll be able to see that the core is finished, but it's not spinning just yet, and another gateway is added. This will probably help him decide on what he would like to do. I believe, though, he did get the machine shop. But he's been doing a great job with the Marine Micro, honestly. He's almost shaved off the whole shield of the Zealot. Now, the first Vulture is out. I am curious, personally, if it's going to be a mine follow-up, basically. On the other hand, what do we see from... Looks like we're still on the 2 gates for JangBi. He has killed the SCV, is getting the gas as well. I would interested to see if he's going to go for the Robo, if he's going to add, like a Stargate. And go for the carriers. I think both are reasonable. We've seen Protoss players add, Stargates on 2 base before. Especially on this map, so you can definitely hide them in the top left if he wants to hide them away from any scans or anything. Yeah, it looks like it was actually mines. Now the Vultures don't have speed, so you can definitely be caught by the goons. Definitely a good idea to pull them back. Now we did see the second factory add for UpMagiC as well. I do expect we'll see a couple more added too. But we're still waiting to see what the big move is from either player. Oh, looks like okay, so we see the Robo, but more than likely just for observers. And we also see the Stargate come in. Third CC is on point for UpMagiC. It's very interesting to see. And looks like he is going to try and push the front. I mean, this is definitely not a bad idea. There's only just the 2 goons here. And he is mining out the gateway as well. So you can see that he's going to be killing... Oh, no, but there's another 4 more coming in the back. But keep in mind there is... So he's got the 1 probe. He's going to... Oh, no, he didn't get that last goon, basically. I don't think it's a bad idea. but he should definitely be careful. He doesn't want to lose that first tank of his, basically. Now JangBi is playing it safe. He realized that there might be mines that he can't see. That is great, and the Vulture has been set also for UpMagiC as well. So both are playing this little micro war pretty well. Likewise, targeting the pylon, great idea. This is going to unpower the gateway. Might force JangBi to also... No, like looks like the observer is out. So he has to retreat with the tank as well. Part of this was more than likely just to keep JangBi back on the defensive, because this will allow him to get up his third safely. Now we do see the carriers, or the fleet beacon is finished. The second Stargate is almost finished as well. And the question is, I mean, should be a lot of PVTs on this map have gone into carriers, so it should be quite obvious to UpMagiC that this is coming in. The only thing is, he looks like he's getting a Wraith basically. I'm not sure if the purpose is just to scan around, what the plan is there. On the other hand, we only have the two factors basically. We haven't seen an army or anything like that, or at least nothing yet. And he will need that basically for any Goliath. Oh, nicely done. So they do cast the probe that no third just yet for JangBi. Now this Wraith will come into the base and will scout, or should be able to scout the Stargates. Might be just at the end of the vision there. And we do even see the robotics support bay as well. So this is extremely vital. So this will definitely confirm for him. Okay, so he knows carriers are coming in now. If the army is not up, and again we haven't seen it yet, he should be adding it ASAP. And you can see, okay, perfect. So it looks like he's actually going to go, he's just going to be adding more ports and going to the Wraith basically. Cloaked Wraith. Definitely not a bad idea. Now he did show the Wraith, so JangBi doesn't know about that, but it's a single Wraith, doesn't mean anything at this point. What this will come down to, because keep in mind he did scout the carriers early on. So what he might end up doing is build up his Wraith count and then go for like a push via Vulture tank Wraith push. I think this will be very reasonable. He will need to make sure he has scans saved up and snipe any of the observers ASAP. At the same time, it actually looks like he's going for a push now. So this is also not a bad idea as well, because the carriers haven't popped out just yet. And he honestly has a lot. He has what, 6 tanks? 6 tanks, 7 vultures. With this, he can actually deny the third base. No, looks like the 2 carriers are actually out, and there is a couple interceptors. So these will be pushed back. I don't believe JangBi knows about the Wraith just yet. Would you see there is also the double army as well, basically. So now, considering there's only 2 carriers, he can definitely survive. He definitely doesn't need the Wraith to be shown just yet. But it looks like, oh, and there's a Reaver drop right into the expansion as well. And you can see the interceptor count is going up further and further. So this is an interesting comment by JangBi. We've seen Reaver Carrier in some of the foreigner games. I believe it was Bonith against Firebat here in one of their games, basically. So interesting to see it make a bit of an appearance in this time period. The problem is, what does UpMagiC have? I mean, the Wraith are going to come in. He should be able to get the carriers. Yeah, so there's no observer here, so he's going to at least get the 1 carrier. He's going to get the 2nd carrier more than likely. So that 2 carriers dead. He will be getting the shuttle as well. Oh no, I feel like he should honestly have just killed the carrier there. I don't know personally about letting it live. No, he got it. Okay, perfect. He also will be getting the shuttle as well. So this is fantastically done by UpMagiC. Keep in mind, behind this, he does have his 3rd base established. He is taking his 4th base, I believe, in the bottom left, and he has reduced the carrier count. Oh no, I guess he didn't kill the last carrier, but at least one of the carriers is heavily wounded now. The other part of the problem here is that he's committed so much into the starport that... Oh, and he even lost his... looks like he's even lost his... his CC as well. I thought he saved it. Yeah, so just continue that thought. The ports, obviously, or the Wraith versus carrier thing. So JangBi is now aware about the Wraith. What this means is I expect that he'll keep a lot of observers with the carriers and make sure the goons are also with them or close by. On the other hand, I would like to see what the follow-up is from UpMagiC, because we didn't see the ports. We didn't see the starports basically blinking or anything. Now we do see +1 attack is finished on the vultures, and there is quite a bit of tanks here and Goliath. So this is a tightly a nicely closed base. There's a single carrier here. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is, honestly, and it's going to go down as well. I believe the Wraith will just close by. Yep. Now this third base is exposed. This base should be, or UpMagiC should be able to kill this. But keep in mind, his third is quite exposed here as well. And this is exactly what the JangBi needed basically. He's going to be coming in here, he's going to be denying this base. UpMagiC will have to send a couple tanks back. So that's definitely a bad idea. So this base actually will be saved for now. So I feel like UpMagiC needs to do, honestly, he needs to siege the opportunity. I feel like he needs to basically keep a couple of tanks here, get like 2 or 3 mines, and then range that third base. He also doesn't know about the top left base of JangBi basically. He doesn't want that base to go up. Now JangBi is up to 3 carriers. He does have to build an Instructor count. So that will work into UpMagic's favor. But JangBi is going towards the expansion of UpMagic. And I think this is a brilliant move, honestly. He is basically splitting the battlefield, and what does UpMagic have here? He doesn't have really much units back home. He will probably be able to at least deny mine on the third base. He can use his Wraith there, but he has, you know, like 10, 12, 13 goons at his front. He doesn't have much units basically to back them up either. Or any units to help defend. Now this is a nice thing for UpMagic. He is reducing against the carrier count once again. And I believe he kept half of his Wraith alive. But again, there is a lot of goons here. He needs a better SCV pull because the first tank is going down. He needs to siege up his second and third tank ASAP. I don't know why he's walking them through, honestly. You basically don't want the goons to make contact with the tanks. Otherwise, those tanks are going to be going down. Now, the third base is going down for JangBi. He will still have a fourth base on the top left. So he'll still be on 3 base eco, which this is unknown about. Keep in mind, UpMagic did lose his bottom left, and he did lose the 2 factories and a lot of mining. So that top left base, honestly, is really crucial, because at this point in time, UpMagic doesn't really know about this. He probably believes he has the higher base count. And there is enough here, so JangBi can definitely be push this back, basically. He should be able to clean this up. So this is a win for JangBi at least. And the fact that his top left is unscathed, that is another win for him as well. And even with the front, the goons at the front, you can kind of see the target isn't too bad from JangBi as well. They will be cleaned up, but these are just buying more and more time for JangBi to move his units around and get more control of the map. Because, right, he wants to re-establish his third again. So that CC, that looks like that was going to be, might have been the main CC potentially, unless it was rebuilt on the spot by UpMagic. But all of a sudden, UpMagiC is in a worse situation from my perspective. The carrier count is going up once again. There's only what, the 2? Oh, but there is a nice snipe with on the carriers there by the Wraith. We do see the 4th base top 12 o'clock. It will get scouted by UpMagiC. We do see, oh, looks like a little bit of a piece there. We do see JangBi is going also for the juggler. He's going for the 3rd base of UpMagiC. He also know, but there could be some big mind drags here. Oh, and that was a great mind drag as well, because a lot of zealots. But keep in mind the Goliath count is extremely low here, and I believe there were only like 2 to 3 Wraith basically. Yeah, it looks like there's only 3 Wraith at this point. This CC is going to go down as well. So once again, UpMagiC again is back to just the 3 original CCs he had. On the other hand, JangBi established his 4th again. He's re-establishing his previous 3rd. He's going to go up to 5 base. Oh no, it's established as well. He is going to be mined up from his main and expansion soon. But he's going to have 3 base eco again. On the other hand, it's going to be almost a single base mining for UpMagiC. Plus there is High Templars in the mix now. This will make the using Wraith or any of the army it can be more devastating, especially with some really well placed storms by JangBi. So this is looking worse and worse for UpMagiC now. Now, there is one benefit for UpMagiC. He is on 2-1 upgrades. He does have the upgrade advantage. On the other hand, JangBi is only on 1-0. But JangBi has also just established his 5 bases. So he's 3 base mining now with the 2 original ones, which are mined out. So it is getting worse, unfortunately, for UpMagiC. I think doing like a double expand, honestly, it seems to be one of the best options, because he doesn't need the income to keep flowing also to remake his army. Looks like he is trying to establish a bit of the game control over the middle ground. That will help him, give him a chance to basically take the bases, a couple other bases at the same time. But JangBi is circumventing this. He is going for the 3rd base again. He's going to be losing a high temp before he gets to use it, but these storms should be... No, he doesn't. I don't know what that means. Okay, that was a really bad storm. So he loses 3 High Templars, and the storm doesn't do anything, but honestly, he still has a lot of units here as well. And look, you can see the interceptor count, the carry count is growing up greatly, and he has added Corsairs in. So if UpMagiC decides to go for more Wraith, he's going to be more than ready to basically kill it. One thing he can do is he can definitely target the gas with the carriers, and gas is extremely important as well for Terran, especially if you want to get more tanks as well into the mix. So what can UpMagiC do? So this might not be a bad idea. Keep in mind that the carriers are quite immobile, but there is a beautiful pull by JangBi as well. Doesn't even lose a single probe with the pull there. But the starports are also targeted in UpMagiC way, so those are all going to go down. This means that the only thing that UpMagiC can do against the carriers is Goliath, but his factory count is extremely low. I think it was what, 4 factories, and he needs to keep up his tank protection as well. Plus his CC expansion CC is going down. His expansion is completely exposed as well. And no doubt the armies are being targeted. The 3rd base is exposed as well. This is going to go down. And if the army is targeted, that means no Goliath, so no AA. So this is definitely 100% in JangBi's favor. It was already... So it looks like JangBi is going to be going up 2-0 in the series. It was a nice idea from UpMagiC. He did do a great job as well, but factories are also being targeted now as well, so there's gonna be no production as well. Now this was nice defense at the 3rd, killed a lot of goons there, but JangBi is in a fantastic position here. Well, usually it looks like some units are coming off from UpMagiC and managing to defend his main. But look, that's a huge army coming in from JangBi as well. And that CC is going down too. And obviously there is not enough Goliath here to defend it against the carriers. Plus you can see there's like 4 or 5 observers with this army as well, so the Wraith, even if there was an amount, they wouldn't do much. So tanks, once the tanks go down, this is going to be the GG, and you can see a single DT is going to be coming in here and killing this attack, because again there is no comsats left for UpMagiC. He's lost his main expansion. His third is under fire. Okay, he does have one at his 4th, but this base is now completely exposed. So the DTs are going to basically clean up all the tanks here. So valiant effort from UpMagiC. And he did have a chance once he managed to keep his 3rd and kill the carriers and such, but JangBi did play it really well, and that top left base really paid off for him. A GG gets called out from UpMagiC, so JangBi is going to be taking our 2nd game, going up 2-0 on the series. Our 3rd game of this series is about to get started. Match is Loki 2, fighting. Now UpMagiC has to win this or he will be eliminated. Our red Terran, 2 o'clock spawn, it's going to be UpMagiC. And our green Protoss at the 8 o'clock spawn is going to be JangBi. So we did have that one PvT game on this map. It was free versus flash. We did see the proxy. Definitely not going to be happening this time. We don't see any probe moving out or anything. Oh, we do see a probe actually going out at this point. Maybe I spoke too fast. We'll have to see what this probe is up to. It also might just be for the gas steal as well. Yeah, it looks like actually might be just for the gas steal. Because you see the pile is made in base. And keep in mind, stealing the gas will put UpMagiC in a certain situation. Basically, it narrows his options, because he will have to kill the gas with SCVs, but that does obviously push his tech back, especially if he wants to go for a factory expand. So PvT stats, 8-5. So it's Protoss favored right now. We have seen airplay as well on this map, so we'll see if it's if it'll come up again in this match. This probe, JangBi is doing a fantastic job with just the micro. He's already got the SCV down to half health. And keep in mind the shields are still completely intact as well. So it doesn't look like it actually delayed the gas, which is interesting, or didn't steal the gas. But the SCV is almost killed as well, so JangBi does have to be careful though. He's gonna kill the SCV as well. Beautifully done. One last SCV, and he's gonna be also attacking the other SCV as well. That means another SCV will be pulled. So this probe is doing quite a bit of damage as well. Now UpMagiC at least did get up his gas. It wasn't stolen or anything, so I do expect the factory going up ASAP. Keep in mind what this probe also does. There's a chance that UpMagiC will start wondering why it's there so early. So factory is down. I do expect the expansion to be down as well. I'll be interested to see if UpMagiC will actually build it on the bottom ground, like the front expansion, or we take the back. On the other hand, we did see JangBi did block his ramp with the probe and the zealot. So this can play to his advantage basically, in the sense that the UpMagiC SN doesn't really know if JangBi has taken the back expansion, if he's going for like a DTs or what kind of a build he's going for. On the other hand, JangBi has all the intel he needs regarding UpMagiC. At the same time, even though it is blocked, there is a chance also for UpMagiC to think that JangBi is doing something offensive. So he's going to be adding, like, going for something like that. So he can always decide to go for a different build. So it looks like the CC is going down on the expansion. And this probably is still alive and again giving more and more intel. Core is down, almost done. We see another second gateway as well. Personally, I would have loved for Jang to do what he did in game 1, honestly, but I can understand considering this map and there's the distance that he has to travel. Oh, and the first vulture is out, so looks like he got the vulture after the machine shop. Definitely not a bad idea. More than likely mines are being researched as well. Oh, looks like no. I don't think that was in. So it was a nice idea from UpMagiC, but nice timing from JangBi as well. And Rage is still being researched. We'll have to see what JangBi decides to opt for. Likewise, what the UpMagiC will do as well. The expansion is done though for UpMagiC, so he'll be mining it ASAP. And we'll see the expansion finished for JangBi as well. Port is finished. I do wonder if we'll see something like a drop coming in. Like a vulture drop also would not be a bad idea on this map. But the robo is finished. And that is more than likely the observatory, if I'm not mistaken. Because keep in mind one other thing as well, JangBi is leading the CS2-0. He has control of the CS. Yeah, it looks like it was an observatory. So this will give him a chance to move out. This also means that these vultures, as long as he makes sure they don't run into his base, he'll be in a great shape. He's doing a great job with the mine. Oh, and that was a beautiful mine from his part. Now with the mine there, if he actually moved back and hit the hold position, then he could have killed it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. The drop tip is out, so it looks like it will be a vulture drop. I'd really love this from UpMagiC personally. I think it's a great idea. Now keep in mind there's only 3 vultures and one of them is in the red. But the question is how many mines do they have, because planting the mines will mean that will buy him time to get a couple of probe kills and he can always withdraw as well. So he gets the drop coming in, he's gonna start mining out. This is great as well. I don't even think we have an observer out yet, basically. That's gonna be 1 probe kill, is going to be at least another 2 probe kills. But this is fantastically done also by JangBi. Basically, he's only lost a couple of probes. On the other hand, he's managed to kill the vultures before they can lay any more mines. But the shuttle has been seen. So UpMagiC should know a Reaver is coming, basically. Unless it's gonna be something like a Bulldog. But the time is slowly passing for those kind of strategies as well. So he should know that a Reaver is coming in, or more than likely there should be a robotics base somewhere. So this dropship is down. These 2 vessels are going to be killed as well. So that's 1 down. And keep in mind the other vessel is killed as well. So the defense from JangBi has been honestly really great this game so far. Yeah, the Reaver is also out as well. So it looks like the robotics support was hit all the way at the bottom left. Now, one thing is advantageous for UpMagiC, he does have his 3rd expansion, like it's in base. That is great for him. He does have a Wraith out as well for the Reaver because he did see the shuttle, so he knows what is up, and he is having the flood of factors coming in. All fantastic stuff. I don't know if we've seen any armories yet from him. So economical wise, he will be in a great spot. The question is, does UpMagiC know about, or does JangBi know about what UpMagiC is doing? I don't believe he actually does. I don't think he scoured the in-base just yet. Now this Reaver drop, I honestly could be Pride Brutal. There is a Wraith there. There is also a turret as well. So UpMagiC is ready. Oh, but the Wraith is moving out of position. And there is 2 Reavers. So it looks like he's going to be ferrying the goons first. And I think this is honestly a great idea, basically. This will make sure that the Wraith gets killed. Now there is targeting the shuttle. It's going to be really close. But the Wraith is gone down as well. This means that the shuttle is going to come in. And if the shuttle goes down, then these SCVs are going to die as well. But looks like JangBi is aware of the possibility of the turret being built because he does see it in range there. So he is pulling back. I think it's definitely a good idea. The shuttle was already wounded. So what, 2 hits? 2 to 3 hits. So that shuttle will have 1 down basically. So this was pretty nice defense from UpMagiC. But we do see carriers are on the way again. We'll have to see what kind of response UpMagiC will have. At this point in time, 2-1 push with, a lot of Goliath was becoming really popular, if I'm not mistaken. But we see even more and more shuttles coming in. This is very interesting. What JangBi can do basically is fly in with the first shuttle to draw the turret fire, and then drop in the Reaver and target the back one. Oh, I don't know about this. He's going to be losing that first shuttle, but the Reavers have been dropped. This base is going to be denied for a bit of time. And it looks like he can also, the SCVs are coming back. He can do a huge, this could be a really big drop as well. The first tank is going to be going down. And he should be able to get at least a couple of SCV kills with this. Oh, and that was a huge hit as well. So all things considered, JangBi or UpMagiC did defend this as well as possible, but carriers are coming in. We'll have to see if he's going to scout these and when he will start adding Goliath in. The Citadel is done. I do expect the Zealot speed to be on the way as well, if not soon, very shortly. And the shuttle is currently moving around the map as well. So UpMagiC should be able to be in a prime position to defend this. And he has a really nice turret ring spread around his base as well. So the shuttle unfortunately won't get much damage. Now this is a nice move out from UpMagiC. I don't know if he knows about the carriage. We didn't really hear any scans or see any scans or anything. But depending on what the plans are, he can honestly potentially set up like a mini contain. But looks like he's actually just doing this to get his own 4th base. Not a bad idea. Get a couple of turrets all over the place. Get in a nice position. And keep in mind, he did actually get that... Okay, so we see JangBi is actually going all the way around on the left-hand side of the map. But he does have a nice position here, or he did have a nice position here before he moved his army. So UpMagiC is really playing this nicely as well. He wants to make sure he doesn't lose that shuttle. And there was a beautiful scan as well, basically. So he does know about the small army there as well. We will have to see what JangBi decides to do. JangBi is going to be taking his 4th though. He does realize the situation basically, and he does also need to get up his carrier count. He needs to really be careful though with the shuttle honestly, because it was still wounded if I'm not mistaken. And I don't believe, yeah, he's going to be actually killing the SCV building the CC. Yeah, that is beautifully done. And he's drawing into the main, so it looks like this was a suicide attempt. So he's going to be losing the shuttle, but he'll at least be getting a couple of SCV kills. And keep in mind, the Reavers are also, wow, this is massive damage basically. We can see about 26 kills, 25 kills, 26 kills. And he's just a fantastic target as well. He does not want to lose that armory. I feel like he should be targeting the armory, honestly. That's extremely important. So that's 1 depot down. Now keep in mind, you see, looks like, I believe, UpMagiC might be attacking the 4th position. So when Reaver is down, basically, this 4th base is going to be killed as well. And we see the 4th is being killed, so they both have trade bases, but one Reaver is still also alive as well. I do wonder what UpMagiC is going to do about this basically. So he's denied the third, which is a great win for him, but he's also lost his fourth. Or he's denied his fourth, but he also lost his fourth as well, and he has a Reaver to contend with. Plus, the first two carriers have been revealed, and these Reavers have also done a lot of damage too. At the same time though, UpMagic's army is honestly really huge. That is a lot of tanks basically. So he does not, JangBi definitely does not want to engage his army basically. At least get a couple more units in there and engage it in a favorable situation, and you know, with that nice concave or so. I can see more and more guys are being added in. Top left of UpMagiC has been scouted and has been denied too. Oh, and receiving a third target has been added in, so JangBi is definitely serious about going for more carriers basically in this game. Now, is there another army that has been built? Okay, so we do see one at the expansion. Okay, that is great for UpMagiC. He just still has this half of his production structure, but keep in mind the carrier count is going up and up. At the same time, the fourth is being established now for JangBi. But the carrier count, the interceptor count is also extremely low as well, and there is a lot of Goliath here too. So UpMagiC does definitely have a chance. But it seems like what JangBi is doing is he's forcing UpMagiC to basically keep going back and forth. And this does buy him enough time for more carriers to come in, for the interceptor count to build up, for his fourth to be established. And JangBi is also playing this extremely well with the way he is moving back and forth basically. We also see the Stomplar Archives coming in as well. This means that DTs and HTs will be coming into the mix, and Storm can be extremely strong, especially against Goliath, with the way they can clump up. So we're up to 5 carriers now. Another 2 coming in, we're up to 7 in another minute and a bit, a minute and a half or 2 minutes or so. It does take quite a bit of time to build the carriers. Of course, UpMagiC is basically going to attack the fourth of JangBi. I think this is honestly a great idea. He realizes what JangBi is up to. He needs to take down this base. He will also lose his fourth base as well, but he can at least lift the base. And he only just has a couple of tanks here, so I think this is definitely a better idea. Of course, keep in mind there is only Goliath here at this point, and I don't know about this. I understand the idea of making sure the Goliath are back, but you don't want goons, the Goliaths fighting the goons only, basically. You need to have the tank support. Otherwise, Zealot Goon is more than strong enough against just a pure Goliath, or mostly pure Goliath army. The CC is going to die. He should have honestly lifted earlier as well. A lot of SCVs are going to be killed. So we're going to be going down back to 3 versus 3 bases. I do see what looks like a base in the bottom right. So JangBi will be taking a fourth there, if I'm not mistaken. And the carry count has grown up, is large enough now that he's actually attacking the CC of the expansion. And this is going to go down as well if he doesn't start repairing it ASAP. But it looks like UpMagiC is going to be also pushing as well. So that was a nice scan as well. So what JangBi needs to do is honestly attack from the high ground as he's doing exactly perfectly, and then snipe the tanks and then come in with his Z-Gun army. Because again, the Goliath are extremely easy for the picking at that point. But he is getting himself into a really nice position. He has the carrier count. He has still a nice army. He has bottom right base. At the same time, we did see that there's a single base mining essentially for UpMagiC, because he lost his in base. His main is almost mined out at this point. He only has a single expansion left. And it looks like JangBi actually is going to go for the CC. Okay, it's not a bad idea. And keep in mind, a lot of the Goliaths are out of position as well. And the top 12 o'clock is going to be denied as well. So JangBi is playing this fantastically. Would you see now UpMagiC is going from both sides? So this army is going to be cleaned up. And this can actually give him a chance as well, because if this army is clean, that means it's no use. Now JangBi is coming back. He will be targeting the tanks. That is great for him as well, and he should have a bit of an army at home left, because this army was already contained as well. So if JangBi kills this army here, especially with how well he's marking these carriers, he'll be in a fantastic position. Now his carrier count is also extremely low, and this is the biggest thing that is concerning for me. Oh wow, and that carrier is almost dead as well. So he should probably bring it back because he's going to be targeted ASAP by the Goliath. Yeah, that carrier is gone as well. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we do have another base for JangBi near the expansion there, the one that got denied previously. I see what looks like something building there, a nexus. Yeah, it looks like it was a nexus there as well, and at the same time, JangBi does keep his bottom right base alive, so JangBi's position is looking nicer and nicer as well. But these guys are honestly doing a lot more damage than anticipated. They will be cleaned up by the goons. So looks like JangBi base or UpMagiC, he realized the situation he's in. He's gonna try and deny that fourth base again, but honestly he's falling further and further behind. And he has about 6 carriers he's contending at his base. So if this CC goes down, and I'm not sure, but I believe that, yeah, fantastic. So what JangBi is doing, he's killed a lot of the CCs or the comsats. That means that there isn't really much scans. So this means the DTs are going to have free reign on some of the armies moving around the map. Then you can see what I mean. That's the tanks are basically dying. It is a great strategy he's using as well. Although now he has to run out the carriers. He has to run the carriers away because there is a lot of Goliath coming in. Okay, perfectly done, perfectly done. Just move them out of position because he doesn't want to be flying over on top of the Goliath. But there is, you know, quite a bit of CCs, DTs and goons coming in. We see JangBi is establishing his 6 o'clock again, so he's going up further and further in the economical game. And you can see basically UpMagiC realizes like he either does not have energy or he does not want to use the energy just for every DT because he realizes what JangBi is doing. But there's about 3 DTs coming in here. They're going to be cleaning up this Goliath army. Of course this base will go down, but you know what? I would say if he can get a lot of this Goliath, this is a great one as well. And actually, it looks like the carriers are coming back as well, so this base will be saved too. So looks like JangBi will be taking this series with the way things have panned out. It was a valiant effort from UpMagiC, but losing his Goliath army, losing basically barely mining. On the other hand, JangBi does have at least 2 mining bases. And a third that's almost done being established, plus another, you know, like 7, 8 carriers, you know, something like 5 DTs, a couple of goons. This essentially is getting closer and closer to the GG. And you can see what I mean. There's literally like a huge amount of DTs, so you can scan as many times as you want, but there's that's not much that UpMagiC can do at this point, honestly. We're basically just waiting for the GG. So JangBi more than likely will be the one advancing at this point to the next round. Our second Protoss. And with the factors being targeted, the fact that there's barely any army or units, I guess it looks like just non-stop DTs coming in from JangBi as well. He's embraced the dark side. GG comes in, so UpMagiC has been eliminated. JangBi is going to be moving to the next round. Nicely played series.